If we go back a couple of weeks, the East Fife game, obviously performance really great, really good result. Would be fair to say today fell well short of that?
Yeah. Yeah. I actually thought for the first 20-25 minutes we were the better team. I spoke to them at half time because we were the better team when we passed the ball, and then for some reason after 20-25 minutes we decided to just boot it up the park. And that's when we kind of got hold of the ball. We've seen that for the first game of the season. The times we've played well is when we've got a hold of the ball. Wraith Rovers, we kept the ball, they couldn't get it off us. East Fife, we were good on the ball, we won. Today, first 20 minutes, good on the ball, and then we start just kicking it away. So yeah, I spoke to them about it at half time. We go out, second half again, there's probably not much in the game. First half we concede at a poor time, second half we concede at a poor time. It's the same mistakes after the same mistakes after the same mistakes. Yeah, not ideal.
You're saying the same mistakes there. I said to Dean Hawkshaw that the first goal, it almost starting to feel like a kind of typical goal that Stranraer conceded.
We give away a stupid free kick that's needless, can't clear the ball, concede a goal. That happens to us all the time. And what do you do? What do you do about that? I said that to them at half time. It's an individual thing. You need to stop making mistakes. And that's the bottom line. It's like, you can't coach somebody how to not give a free kick away. You give a free kick away, we're not great at defending set pieces, we haven't been for a couple of years. Don't give teams opportunity to put the ball into your box. And we give teams countless opportunities, whether it's giving away stupid free kicks, or it's kicking the ball out for a shive and somebody's got a long throw instead of giving it back to the keeper, or having a bit about you and turning, putting it up the line. We kick it out for a shive, 10 yards for the byline, for the corner flag, let them throw it in our box and we can't deal with it. And it happens time after time after time.
It must be, we can hear the frustration in your voice, but it must be frustrating that you think, how else can I explain it to you? As you say, we've discussed this,
yep.
It keeps happening. It must be frustrating repeating the same message over and over.
It is, and the boys have been excellent in terms of work rate, listening, trying to do what I've asked them to do. East Fife, they did exactly that and it worked. We won. Forfar, we conceded for a mistake. Today, we give them an opportunity to put the ball in the box. We give them an opportunity to shoot for a free kick 2 yards outside my box. Yeah, it's frustrating. And boys have got to take it upon themselves to not make their mistakes. You know, it's the same when I play. If I make those mistakes, then you've got to hold your hand up, you've got to be better and try not to do it again. But you can't, as a player, just continue to do the same things over and over again.
So I guess the only thing you can do is turn to next week and look at Edinburgh City now and go again.
Well, the boys have just got to, there's nothing else for it. You need to be big, you need to be brave, you need to stand up. We've all went through bad spells when you're playing, but you can't shy away from it. You've got to stand up and be a man and take it in the chin and move on and try your best not to make those mistakes again. It's got to come from within. You've got to care. Like, I'm frustrated, obviously. I really hope for better today. In particular, we pretty much matched them up today and gave the boys the freedom to go express themselves to an extent. But go play against the guy you're playing at and win a battle. Go win battles all over the pitch and play better football than them when you do win the battle. And we've lost 2-0. So. Obviously I'll look at myself, was that maybe the right thing to do? Don't know. Boys need to look at themselves and individually think, was that good enough? Because we're now bottom of the league. And you know, I don't want another season of being bottom of the league, the lowest position in Scottish professional football. It's not me, it's not what I want to be doing. You know, it is what it is. And again, I've said this to them in the changing room, it's not a secret, it's not as if I'm saying something out here that I wouldn't say to them. But yeah, it comes with frustration, but they should all be frustrated. You know, it's part of football. You should be annoyed when you lose. Yeah, I've been can't keep my temper at times and get sent off and bookings, but it's because I'm desperate to win. I want to win games of football. I don't particularly like playing football, by the way, but I like winning. That's the bottom line. It's the only reason I've played it for this long, because I want to win games. The feeling after you've won a game, for me, is a million times better than the lead up to any big game. I could care less about that. I want to come off the pitch and won the game. End of. Don't care about anything else. Not a thing. I don't sit there and think, oh, I really enjoyed that, played a couple of good passes. I think Dancer, we won 3 points up the road. That's what I think. And boys need to get that in their head.
Where do we go? You kind of touched on there in terms of the management situation. Easiest place to start. Will you be in the Stranraer dugout next week?
No. I've spoken to the club, Cosmo if you like, a couple of days ago, and just kind of made my position clear to Cosmo that I wouldn't be continuing or keeping my name in the running for the job. I think it would be more beneficial to the team and the club essentially if I could be involved as a player. I'm not saying I'm Zidane or going to change the world, but I think they need all the experience they can get in the dressing room, whether it's in the dressing room, from the bench, starting, I don't know, that'll be up to whoever comes in. But yeah, I think it's important just now that we get as much experience as we can in and around the boys and on the pitch. Winning mentalities, the likes of Gal, Craigie Ross, Scouse, we need more of that. So I've took a step back and I said that it's what I want to do essentially, eventually, but I'm only 36 and I feel fine. I could play at least this season. So the kind of middle of the week there I just started to think, is this being a bit pig-headed that I'm going for something that I don't really need to take on just now, and it's more beneficial to everybody probably if I take a step back, let somebody else come in that's a bit fresh, and I can get back involved with the boys and be in the changing room. So yeah, as I said, I don't want to be involved really in any part of the coaching side of it going forward for the next, till the end of the season anyway. I just want to take a total step back and concentrate and try to put a bit of experience in with the boys and winning games on the park.